How you doing?
I'm trying to get some stamps here. Is there a reason why you're bearing down on me?
Nope.
Would you like to identify yourself?
Nope.
Can you give me your name and badge number, please?
You give me your badge, your ID.
I don't trust having him behind me because he's armed and we see what police do to people every day. So you're not familiar with your Poster 7, the rules and regulations that govern conduct?
I'm familiar with everything I need to be familiar
Well,
with.
you don't have it posted.
Until you show me any kind of postal regulation,
It's on Poster
I
7
don't need to
and you don't
say
have it
anything
posted.
to you.
What's your name?
Your name is?
What's your name?
Can I get your name, officer?
What's your name?
Can I get your name, officer?
No.
Just a regular officer,
Just
huh?
a regular old officer.
That explains why you won't identify yourself. You haven't earned those stripes. What's your name, officer?
What's your name?
Would you like to give your name, officer?
Have I given it to you yet?
Can you give me ID?
Can you give me your ID?
I'm asking the officer for your
I'm
ID.
asking you for your ID.
Can you give me ID?
The Thin Blue Line Flag of Tyranny shirt is finally here. This high-quality limited edition comfort soft tee comes in several styles and sizes. Easily shop online for official merch at the Freedom News Now store. Click the link in the description. Order yours now. The date is October 2020. It's a peaceful day. A great day to engage in our constitutionally protected First Amendment rights of public photography. Today we are in Leslie, Michigan, at the United States Post Office for a First Amendment audit. Freedom News Now is on the front lines to hold accountable this U.S. Post Office to ensure it fully complies with Poster 7, the rules and regulations governing conduct on Postal Service property. We gather content for our story, then enter inside to complete our full investigation. While we finish gathering news content for our investigation, we get ambushed by a tyrant cop from the Leslie Police Department, who fails to intimidate and refuses to identify. And you won't believe what happens next.
Wow. Here's your window service hours. United States Post Office. John F. Kennedy, President of the United States, 1961. These are your different post office boxes. Looking for Poster 7. Still don't see Poster 7 anywhere.
Can I help you?
No Poster 7 in here. No Poster 7 in here hanging up, guys. That's not good at all. That's a big fail already if there's no Poster 7 hanging up. Excuse me, I have a question.
Sure, can I help you?
Yeah, where's your Poster 7?
Which would be...
Where's your Poster 7 hanging at?
I'm not the postmaster, which is a Poster 7.
You don't know what Poster 7 is? And you work at the post office?
I do not do this. You can't film inside of a post office.
Well, maybe you should read your rules and regulations that govern conduct on Postal Service property according to Poster 7. It's okay. I don't see one posted anywhere, so I'm concerned you guys aren't following the rules and regulations of the U.S. Postal Service.
Rules and regulations.
Yeah, there's no poster 7 anywhere, guys.
Can I help you with something?
Yeah, I'd like to get some stamps.
A book, a roll, individual, or what?
I'd like to start out. I need 3 1-cent stamps, 2 2-cent stamps, and 1 3-cent stamp, please.
How you doing? How you doing?
Three
I'm trying to get
1
some stamps here. Is there a reason why you're bearing down on me?
Nope,
Would you like to identify yourself?
nope.
No.
You clear to see where I am.
Well, you're having contact with me. I'd like to know who I'm speaking with here.
That's the police department.
Can you give me your name and badge number, please?
You give me your badge, your ID.
I'm not a public servant. You are. It's your policy. Could you give me your name and badge number, please? Trying to be cordial with you here, officer. Would you please honor your oath? I'm going to get my stamps here. Then I don't trust having him behind me because he's armed and we see what police do to people every day. So
No.
I'm worried about my safety right now because this man, he won't identify himself. He says he's a police officer, but he won't identify himself. Okay, well, it's getting warm in here, so I'm gonna.
I would be warm dressed like that also. You wanted some 1-cent stamps,
Yeah, I need
3 of them?
3 1-cent stamps, please. Look at this, guys. Leslie, Michigan. This is what happens when you use the post office. You get a hired gun come out and bear down on you. Then he won't identify himself. That's what we call a tyrant cop. So you're not familiar with your Poster 7, the rules and regulations that govern
I'm
conduct?
familiar with everything I need to be familiar
Well,
with.
you don't have it
Until you show me any kind of postal regulation,
It's on Poster
I don't
7,
need to
and you don't
say
have it
anything
posted.
to you.
It's your Poster 7 that the rules you're governed by, and you don't
Then
even
you
have it
wanted
posted.
2-cent stamps also?
I need 2 2-cent stamps and 1 3-cent stamp, please. Wow, look at this, guy. Look at this.
Look at this.
Leslie, Michigan. I'll give you another chance. Would you like to identify yourself, officer?
That's the police department.
And your name is?
What's your name?
Your name is?
What's your
Can I
name?
get your name, officer?
What's your name?
Can I get your name, officer?
No,
Is it your policy to identify yourself, officer?
no.
That would be 10 cents, cash or card. Did
Could
you
I get
want a
that now?
receipt today?
Yes, please. Could I get that in an envelope, please?
Sure.
Thank you. Did you call the police over here, or they just stopping over on their own?
They stop over here all the time.
Did you get a call, or are you just stopping in? Is there a complaint call that I can FOIA request, or did you just stop in?
Stopping in.
Could I get a complaint number? Get your complaint number for this call?
No,
Could I get the call number?
no. There's no call.
So what are you doing here then?
What are you doing here?
What's it look like I'm doing? I'm getting stamps.
I gotta get some stamps.
Okay. Well, thank you.
There you go.
Thank you, ma'am. I would like to say, is there a postmaster here or someone I could talk to that's higher up than you about your
Not
poster
at the
set?
moment.
Could you give me some identification of who the postmaster is? Because we need to get poster 7 in here. That's policy governed for the U.S. Post Office, and I'm concerned that you don't have it in here right now. And then you got this hired
She'll be
gun
back
out here.
tomorrow.
Be back tomorrow? Okay. Maybe I'll stop back in tomorrow then, and in this nice town of Leslie here. And
Absolutely.
don't you think, officer?
Absolutely.
Are you just a regular patrol deputy? Are you a sergeant?
No,
Are
I'm
you,
not a deputy. That's a county job.
are you just a regular officer? Are you
Yes,
a
sir.
lieutenant, chief? Just a regular officer,
Just
huh?
a regular old officer.
That explains why you won't identify yourself. You haven't earned those stripes. Well, I'm going to stay in here for a little bit. I'm not finished with my photography for news advertising and commercial purposes is permitted inside post offices. Are you familiar with that, officer?
No,
I wouldn't expect you to be. You won't even give your name. What's your name, officer?
What's your name?
Would you like to give your name, officer?
Have I given it to you yet?
I'm trying to give you a chance to identify yourself to do the right
well,
thing.
Thank you. Thank you.
There's a disconnect right now between the police and the public, and I'm trying to see if you'll do the right thing and honor your oath. So yeah, it's real concerning here, guys. No poster 7. Leslie, Michigan, they're not following the rules and regulations. She seems to be following them and following the rules, but they do not have the poster 7 hanging up.
Ten.
Are you asking me to leave, officer? You asking me to leave, officer? 'Cause I don't want to be trespassed. But I am following U.S. Postal Service rules and regulations governing by the Federal U.S. Post Office. I would like to show them to you, but they don't have them hanging up here anywhere for some reason.
I'll be darned.
Because that seems like the town of Leslie's a bunch of oath violators, bunch of oath breakers.
Probably.
Can I get your ID? Can I get your ID, officer?
As soon as you give me yours.
Officer, can I get your ID?
As soon as you give me yours.
You got ID? Can you give me ID? Can you give me ID?
Can you give me your ID?
I'm asking you, officer, for your
I'm
ID.
asking you for your ID.
Can you give me ID? You're a public servant. Have I committed a crime? You suspect me of committing a crime? Or you need my ID? Are you just here to... What are you here
I've
for?
told you. I've already told you. Don't you remember?
You said you had business and you're just standing around. You're not
What are you
conducting
doing?
business. I'm conducting business
Are
right
you?
now. Yeah. Yep.
So am I.
Doesn't look like it.
You
Looks
don't
like you're
look
just
you
standing
are
around.
either.
You're just wasting the taxpayers' money of Leslie, Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
This is your money, Leslie, Michigan, just standing around doing nothing.
Yeah.
You know what that means, don't you? It means defund. Isn't that right?
Yeah.
So we may go out and take a look at, see if we can find poster 7 again. Maybe I overlooked it. I don't believe I did. I wasn't really expecting hired guns to come out when we're just trying to conduct business at a post office. But this is Leslie, Michigan, guys. Clearly this police department is overfunded. They can just stand around and harass people at the post office. And then they refuse to identify themselves. That's Leslie, Michigan Police for you guys. I'm wondering if she could call a supervisor and get that poster 7 hung up.
Don't see that happening.
No, you don't care about the law, do you? You don't care about following the law and rules and regulations unless it fits your needs, right?
Whatever you say, man.
We're at just under. Go to my work. Yeah.
When's backup gonna show up for you? I see it trembling. I see it trembling. When's your backup gonna show up for you? Are you another one of them trigger-happy cops? Gotta have backup to deal with a photographer
I don't know.
conducting business in a post office. You look like it. Yep, there he is. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. Look at this. This guy's a coward. He's pathetic.
I'm waiting.
This guy's pathetic. Well, nobody's asked me to leave. Would you like me to leave, ma'am? Are you asking me to leave?
She's already told you to.
No, she has not.
Yeah, she has.
No, she has not. If she asks me to leave, I'll leave because I don't want to be trespassed. Ma'am, are you asking me to leave?
I've asked you to leave.
Okay, then I'm going to leave if you're asking me to leave. I didn't hear you. If you did ask me, I would leave immediately. I do not want to be trespassed. I am a... No, she didn't. I'm law-abiding. I'm a law-abiding citizen. I'm not here to break any laws. I'm here visiting Leslie. So.
Welcome.
This is how you greet all people of Leslie, huh?
How's it going, man?
How are you doing, Sergeant?
Hey.
I'm just following all rules and regulations here governed by the post office. That's
Okay.
all. Yeah.
All right, cool.
Taking some pictures and
Yeah?
got this hired gun. He refused to identify himself. Could you identify yourself,
Yeah,
Sergeant?
Sergeant Benioff.
Thank you, Sergeant
It's a
Benhoff.
nice GoPro. Is that a new one? An 8?
Well, I don't really want to answer any questions, but you've been professional with me. I'll talk with you, but he's a dangerous officer. He refused to identify himself, so I don't even know he's a cop at this point. Is he
Okay.
an officer?
Yes, he's an officer. He works for the
Could
Leslie
you
Police
identify him for me, please?
Department. Certainly. It's Officer Sweet.
Thank you.
What's going on today?
Thank you. That wasn't hard. No, I'm just out taking pictures.
Awesome.
Beautiful day for it, don't you think?
It is a beautiful day.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
got some stamps. I'm conducting business here, and
Outstanding.
in my pocket, I don't want them to fall out. But yeah,
Okay.
yeah, no issues here.
What's
no
that?
issues here other than he didn't want to identify, and I do have. Their post office doesn't have poster 7, and poster 7 governs rules and regulations of postal service. People on postal service property, and they don't have it hung up here, so I'm concerned that they're not following the postal service regulations.
Well, okay.
I would have to. I'll
you-
follow up by contacting
you-
the postmaster.
I was going to say, did you follow up with them for your complaint?
Well, I wanted to talk to a supervisor in there, but I got distracted by this officer.
There is
Okay.
no supervisor
Stand by.
in there, sir. You've been told that.
Well,
No, I'm trying to deal with 2 people at once there, so
Is that
maybe I
hard for you
misheard it.
Hard for you to do?
When you've got someone with a gun standing behind you who won't identify themselves, yes, it
Standing
is.
next beside you.
It can, and the disconnect with police and the public right now.
I know.
all right.
So, yeah,
All right. So.
just like you to honor your oath. That's all.
Oh, okay.
Like your sergeant. That's why he has 3 stripes and you don't.
Exactly.
Because he identified himself, he was professional when he
Sure
come
is.
up and talked to me.
Okay,
You need
well,
to take lessons from him.
There's
I'm
no.
trying.
There's no reason
That's
to.
why. That's why. I'm
Maybe
trying-
you'll get
trying
stripes.
to be as well officer as Sergeant Benioff is.
All right. So
Oh,
did you,
wait a minute
did you get
here.
your,
Wait a minute. Did you hear him talk? He's fumbling over his words. I'm concerned he may be. Has he been tested for drinking
He's
before
fine.
he started
did you
this
get,
shit?
Did you get your complaint with the post office taken care of?
I've got no more business inside there.
Okay.
I won't be back in
Sounds
there
good.
today.
All right.
I may walk around town.
That's
check
fine.
out your police department over there.
Sounds great.
Come over and visit you guys over there.
All right. It's a beautiful day.
Yeah.
All right.
Great
Take care,
day.
man.
Great day.
All right. Take care.
Yeah, have a good day, Sergeant.
Relax.
Thanks for honoring your oath. This cop in a blue shirt, you can kick rocks. You're dismissed because you're a tyrant. Listen to your sergeant.
I'm trying to.
Maybe you'll get some stripes if you listen to your sergeant next time.
Freedom fighters, if you like this First Amendment audit of the Leslie, Michigan U.S. Post Office holding tyrants accountable, like and share this video, subscribe, ring the bell to enable all notifications. Remember, not one of us is stronger than all of us. Rise up together and fully support the First Amendment audit community. Always record, stay strong, never give up, and we'll see you at the next high-impact First Amendment audit. Freedom News Now, we're out.